Govinda.
Mandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatparam darshitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Ajnanati mirandasya jnana jana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwaraham Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shtavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yat Kinchit Sacharacharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Babaji Vyapti Yat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatparam darshitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sarva Shruti Shirodatna Virajita Param Bujaham Vedantam Buja Suryoya Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjanaham Bindunada Kalatita Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradatacha Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atma Jnana Pradavena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindhuscha Jnapanam Sarasampadaha Guropadodakam Samyak Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Na Guroradikam Tattvam Na Guroradikam Tapaha Tattvajnanat Param Nasti Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mannata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Guru Radhiranadishcha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhusha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhusha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Jota se jota jagavo Satguru Jota se jota jagavo Jota se jota jagavo Satguru Jota se jota jagavo Jota se jota jagavo Satguru Jota se jota jagavo Jota से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मेरे अंतर तिमिरा मिटावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मेरे अंतर तिमिरा मिटावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मेरे अंतर तिमिरा मिटावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मेरे अंतर तिमिरा मिटावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। हे योगीश्वर हे ज्ञानेश्वर, हे योगीश्वर हे ज्ञानेश्वर, हे सर्वेश्वर हे परमेश्वर, हे सर्वेश्वर हे परमेश्वर। निज कृपा बरसावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। निज कृपा बरसावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। हम बलक तेरे द्वारा पे आए, हम बलक तेरे द्वारा पे आए। हम बलक तेरे द्वारा पे आए, हम बलक तेरे द्वारा पे आए। मंगल दरस दिखावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मंगल दरस दिखावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। शीश झुकाए कर तेरी आरती, शीश झुकाए कर तेरी आरती। शीश झुकाए कर तेरी आरती, शीश झुकाए कर तेरी आरती। प्रेम सुधा बरसावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। प्रेम सुधा बरसावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मेरे अंतर तिमिरा मिटावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। अंतर तिमिरा मिटावो, सतगुरु ज्योत से ज्योत जगावो। मेरे Satguru Jyota se Jyota jagavo Meri Antarati Miramitavu Satguru Jyota se Jyota jagavo Jyota se Jyota jagavo Satguru Jyota se Jyota jagavo Jyota se Jyota jagavo Satguru Jyota se Jyota jagavo Jyota se Jyota jagavo Satguru Jyota se Jyota jagavo Om Mahavatar Shishaya Namaha Om Vishamaya Namaha Om Divakarya Samudyataya Namaha Om Sukshmatanave Namaha Om Chinmayaya Namaha Om Guru Murtaye Namaha Om Sundaraya Namaha Om Sulochanaya Namaha Om Sumukaya Namaha Om Charvasaya Namaha Om Keshavaya Namaha Om Padambujaya Namaha Om Mandagamanaya Namaha Om Charambaradharine Namaha Om Ramaya Namaha Om Mandirasapakaya Namaha Om Shirdi Babarchakaya Namaha Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha Om Arpanasikarakaya Namaha Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha Om Namo Narayanayati Mantropasakaya Namaha Om Svaramaya Namaha Om Madurakantaya Namaha Om Krishna Sankirtana Lulupaya Namaha Om Sutra Priyaya Namaha Om Mitabashine Namaha Om Vagmine Namaha Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha Om Vratadharaya Namaha Om Sadave Namaha Om Jagatpantaya Namaha Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha Om Bhaktapriyaya Namaha Om Surdaya Namaha Om Anukulaya Namaha Om Neyaya Namaha Om Sudarshanaya Namaha Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha Om Premamurtaye Namaha Om Shubhikshanaya Namaha Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha Om Swastidayakaya Namaha Om Tarakaya Namaha Om Anugrahaya Namaha Om Vardhanaya Namaha Om Architaya Namaha Om Artaya Namaha Om Siddhipradaya Namaha Om Janardanaya Namaha Om Manoharaya Namaha Om Mahakshaya Namaha Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha Om Vasmabhushitaya Namaha Om Atmalingaya Namaha Om Lingachana Prutakaya Namaha Om Siddhisadanaya Namaha Om Madhavaya Namaha Om Omkarupasakaya Namaha Om Sukshmaya Namaha Om Vishokaya Namaha Om Sadvikaya Namaha Om Samadarshine Namaha Om Dakshaya Namaha Om Achintyaya Namaha Om Niramkaraya Namaha Om Nirmohaya Namaha Om Avyagraya Namaha Om Jitakrodaya Namaha Om Vinayashilaya Namaha Om Svavashaya Namaha Om Kushalaya Namaha Om Shamaya Namaha Om Satyadharmaya Namaha Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha Om Viraktaya Namaha Om Atindriyaya Namaha Om Satyasandaya Namaha Om Pavitraya Namaha Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha Om Suranandaya Namaha Om Nandanaya Namaha Om Prasanatmane Namaha Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha Om Sakshaye Namaha Om Samatmaye Namaha Om Sadayogine Namaha Om Haraye Namaha Om Sutapaya Namaha Om Somyaya Namaha Om Guyaya Namaha Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha Om Gabiraya Namaha Om Guptaya Namaha Om Atmaramaya Namaha Om Srinivasaya Namaha Om Devaya Namaha Om Dyutidaraya Namaha Om Ranyaya Namaha Om Gurave Namaha Om Duratikramaya Namaha Om Gahanaya Namaha Om Bhagavate Namaha Om Harisharana Margadarshakaya Namaha Om Kutashta Jagartakaya Namaha Om Abhiprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Shamikata Bhavavardakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato deva avantu no yato Vishnur vichakrame Prithivya saptadamamihi Idam Vishnur vichakrame Treda nidade padam Samudamasya pagum shure Trini pada vichakrame Vishnur gopa adaha bhyaha Ato dharmani dharayan Vishnu karmani pashyata yato vratani paspashe Indrasya yurja sakaha Tad Vishnoho paramam padagum sada pashyanti surayaha Divi vachakshuratatam Tad vipraso vipanyavo jagravagum sasamindate Vishnoriyak paramam padam. Om Premavattaraya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Govinda. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Sri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketabare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Deityadi Sarjadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Shabhavnasha Hare Murare Radesha Gopesha Surupa Brahmari Vandya Shri Dvarakashraya Vakunta Pate Bhuvaneka Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatram Minakrite Kamatarupa Varamurte Trevikramaya Guhane Brihurama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupam Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatram Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parat Paresha Damodara Nanda Kadari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Sambrita Dina Bandhu Gopi Jana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhatam Kshirabdi Shain Bhujagadi Patalpa Shain Sad Bhaktarit Sadana Shain Ramanga Shain Shri Gopa Bama Mridu Talpa Sukadi Shain Gopa Vallabharaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapatri Sukanarada Gautamadi Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangava Bharatesho Tishtanti Devatava Darshana Bhagya Heto Gopala Sekararaye Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jari Tulasi Dalammalikadyahe Malyani Anjali Putre Samudaharanti Tishtanti Tvadbhavatatara Tale Munindraham Radha Manohararaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gotamakana Guyaham Gayanti Sadguna Gano Varadasa Vargaham Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Visheshaham Shri Naradadi Rishayam Tava Suprabhatam Govardhanodharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavapti Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Sri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktarti Banjana Kripakara Dina Bandhu Dityanta Gayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadara Prameya Padmalaya Sarvita Padma Nivasa Shori Padmodbhavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padmadinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatale Viharanaya Mahendra Vandya Kandarpadarpa Haratinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandana Lipna Deham Govindayadavaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dira Mayangatina Ravichona Supushpahara Nilambudaha Susharira Ramavihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Bei Shri Jambavati Satya Suganti Bhadra Shri Mitra Vindari Vasa Prabhu Putra Kadyahe Tishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Sevanardam Gopi Mana Priharaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shauri Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Mune Yurna Nisham Vadanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Sri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Harnisham Bhuri Kirtan Mahapapan Sri Krishna Grahe Tukam Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Sadma Shukalpa Vriksha Lakshavriteshu Surabhira Pipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Samprabhasevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vindum Kvanantamaravinda Dalaya Taksham Varavatam samasitam Buddha sundarangam Kandarpakotikamaniya vishesha shobham Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Allola chandrakala sadvanamalya vamshi Ratnangaram pranaya kelikalavilasam Shyamam tribangalalitam niyata prakasham Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti-manti Pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti Ananda chinmaya sadujvala vigrahasya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Advaitam achyutam anadimanantarupam Adyam purana purusham navayovanam cha Vedeshu durlabam adurlabam atma bhakto Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Antastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo Vayoratapi manaso muni pungavanam Sopyasti atprapada shinna vichintatadve Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ekopya sura chaitum jagaranta kotim Yachaktirasti jagaranda chayayarantaha Andantarasta paramanu chayantarashtam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yad bhava bhavita diyom manujastadeva Samprapya rupa mahimasanayana pushaha Shukteryameva nigama pratiteshtu vanti Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chinmaya rasa pratipavitavi Tabbira eva nijarupataya kalabhihi Goloka eva nivasyata kiladma bhuto Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Premanjana churita bhakta vilochanena Santasa deva hridayesho vilokayanti Yashyama sundarama chintya guna svarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ramadi murti shukalani amena tishtam Nannavatarama karot bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramat purnanyo Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasya prabha prabhavatu jagaranta koti Kotishvashesha vasudadi vibhuti vinam Tat brahmanishkalamanantamashesha buddham Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Maya yasya jagaranta shatani sute Tregunya tadvishaya veda vitaya manna Sattva valambi parasattva vishuddha sattvam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manashu Ya praninam patipalam smaratamupetya Lilayitena bhuvanana jayata jasram Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Goloka namni jadamni talecchatasya Devi mahesha haridamma shuteshu teshu Tete prabhava nichaya vihita chayena Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Srishti sthiti pralaya sadhana shakti reka Chayeva yasya bhuvanani vivarti durga Ichhanurupamapi yasya chachesa tesa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Shiram yatadadi vikara vishesha yogat sanjayate nahi tata pritagasti ettoho yashambhutamapi tata samupeti karyat govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami disparchireva idashantaramapyupetya dispayate vivrita hetu samana dharma yastadrigeva icha vishnutaya vibhati govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami yakaranarnava jale bhajati sma yoga nidrammananda jagananda saroma kuppaha adara shakti mavalamya param svamurtim govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami yasyeka nivashita kalamatavalamya jivanti lorna vilaja jagananta nattaha vishnur mahan sahita yasya kaladishesho govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami vasvanyatashma shakaleshu nijeshu tejaha sviyam priyat prakatayatyapidat vadatra brahmaya esha jagaranta vidana karta govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami yatpada pallava yugam vinidaya kumbha Tvam pranama samaye saganadi rajjaha vignan vihantu malayasya jagatrayasya govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami agnir mahi gaganam ambu maruti shacha kalastatatma manishita jagatrayani yasmad bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti amsha govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami yachakshuresha savitas sakalagrahanam rajasamasta suramurti rashesha terjaha yasyajnaya brahmati sambrita kala chakru govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami karmota papa nichaya shrutayastapamshi brahmadi kita pakadavadayascha jilvaha yatata matra vibhava prakata prabhava govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami yasvindra gopa atavendra hohosva karma bandhanurupa paravajjana matanoti karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami yakroda kama sahaja pranayadi pitti vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavahe sachitya tasya sadrishintanuma purete govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Ajnatimirandasya Yanajana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Gurudev, welcome everyone. Good morning. This morning, reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam is from Canto 9, Chapter 11, Govinda, and verses 8 to 10. Once, while Lord Ramachandra was walking at night incognito, hiding himself by disguise to find out people's opinions of himself. He heard a man speaking unfavorably about his wife, Sita Devi. Speaking to his unchaste wife, the man said, "You go to another man's house, and therefore you are unchaste and polluted. I shall not maintain you any more. A henpecked husband like Lord Rama may accept a wife like Sita, who went to another man's house. But I am not henpecked like him. Therefore, I shall not accept you again." So this is the... so Rama has just spent with Sita, obviously, and we've just had the whole unfolding of the major part of the Ramayana, where Sita's kidnapped. They've gone into the forest. They've been in exile for 15 years. 14 years, they go back to eventually, after he's found Sita, he brings her back to Ayodhya, and then he is going through the kingdom and he hears these words of this washerman. And this washerman basically tells his wife, "Look, Lord Rama may be weak, he may accept a wife who's been with another man, but I'm not going to do that." And so we have all these accusations leveled at Lord Rama and at Sita, which are not true. And so it's really interesting to see how Lord Rama deals with this situation. And there's quite a few points that I want to touch on, just very briefly, so I won't go into too much depth about each one, but I just want to have a look at the different things that we can learn from this passage. And the first thing that I want to look at is the idea of course, Dharma, because Lord Rama, as Swami Kuru likes to make the link between Rama and Dharma, the rhyme between these two. And he says, you know, Lord Rama is the Lord of Dharma. He does what is right and what is correct. But we could also say, so what was correct in this case? What was correct in Lord Rama's vision was to then put his wife Sita, he sent her out of the kingdom. She ended up going to the ashram of Valmiki, thank you. And so we have this situation, but he could have equally have said, for example, he could have addressed the washerwoman and said, "Look, it's not true what you're saying. I know my wife to be pure. You know, she passed through the tests. I know that she's pure." And so he could have stopped then and there the rumor from the washerman. But he didn't do it that way, because he was addressing a point which is, I think, a little deeper. Because when we understand Dharma, we are so conditioned, I believe, to view it from our own personal perspective. We're always putting the world into our personal perspective. What makes sense for me? What's right for me? What's good? What's comfortable? And so what is dharmic becomes what suits me, rather than what is truly the best for the whole good. Because Dharma takes on a very different perspective once we start measuring by the standards of what's good for the whole community or the whole Sangha. I'm sure that many of our decisions would look very different if we were to say, okay, how does this decision impact, how do my thoughts, how do my words impact our community here in the ashram? How do my words or decisions impact the Sangha in which I live? The country, the whole Bhakti Marga in the country where I live. Because so often what we see is people judging their actions, their own actions, as the right one because that's what they believe is right for them and therefore it's right for everyone else. But what Lord Rama is inviting us to here is a vision of Dharma which doesn't say, how comfortable am I with this decision? Because to send Sita away must have been a great, great sacrifice for one he loved so much. And so he puts everything which he values personally to one side. so that the greater good can be achieved. And what's the greater good here? If one person has the doubt, then surely there are other doubts. Surely there are other rumors. And when there are doubts and rumors, then the kingdom is divided. When there are voices speaking against us, then, or when there's voices speaking against the way things are done, the ashram is divided. The community is divided. The sangha. So Lord Rama says, I'll put an end to this at its very root. It doesn't matter of Sita's position. What matters is unity. And so he places unity above everything else. The unity of the kingdom. And how beautiful it would be if we could act and envision our own judgments, our own decisions, as ones that would bring unity to all those around us. And so unity is this first point of Dharma here. But in that I touched also on another point, and that is the point of doubt. Because doubt can be very destructive. And what the washerman was doing here, he was doubting, we can equate it to doubting the Satguru. Because Rama is not just anyone, he's an incarnation of Bhagavan himself. And so he represents the Satguru. And how often do we doubt what is happening in our lives? How often do we, or at least I, how easy is it to question, is Guruji here? Is Guruji present? Is his presence in my life, is he here in this moment? That's a question I ask. Yeah. And so we bring up these doubts, which can be very destructive. Guruji says in terms of doubt, never doubt the Satguru. His grace and his love is beyond everything. Never forget what is the true power in this world. It is not being able to put oneself down for the sake, it is being able to put oneself down for the sake of others to rise. This is the state of the Satguru. And how often Guruji hides in the background? Because he wants his bhaktas to shine. It's sort of like two mirrors. He wants us to shine, but we want him to shine. And by singing his glories, he becomes the one who is acknowledged. And that's very beautiful. When we acknowledge his relationship and his love for us, then he shines in our lives for others. But going back to the story, it's about how Rama dealt with that doubt. Because he didn't allow that doubt to take foothold. I shall exterminate this doubt from the kingdom. I shall cut it at its source. And so, in moments of doubt, Rama shows us a path forward. Doubt can be a very constructive process. I remember once I went through many years ago, when I was 26, so you know it's many years ago. When I was 26, I went through a long period of doubt around faith, around God. But that whole process awakened for me, which lasted several months, it awakened a whole new level of depth. And so there's doubt which can bring growth, but there's doubt which can bring division and destruction. And in the face of that doubt, we can't entertain it. The third point is about Sita's response in this whole picture. Because if we have a look at Sita in this story, she remains silent. She accepts. And we have to be in awe of someone who is so humble, of someone who loves her Rama so much, but is so humble and so accepting that she willingly goes to the forest, to Valmiki's ashram, and accepts the exile from the kingdom for the good of the whole kingdom. It reminds me of the story of a Christian saint, Saint Marina, who she so wanted to be, it was a woman, and she wanted to be a monk. Her father went into a monastery and she wanted to go with him. And he said, "But you can't, you're a woman." She says, "I'll cut my hair and dress as a man." And so she does that. And the other brothers in the monastery think she has this voice because perhaps she's just, sort of a little higher voice because of her purity. Anyway, so one day the abbot of the monastery sends them all off on a journey, and they have to stop the night at an inn where there's obviously alcohol and drinking, and so they spend the night there and then continue on their journey the next day. But it happens that while they were in the inn, one of the women in the inn got pregnant to her fiancé. And so when this woman became pregnant and she realized, she discussed with her fiancé, "What are we going to say?" And he said, "Look, blame it on that monk who was here. Blame it on the monk who was Marina. Blame it on the monk and say that he got you pregnant." And so, not realizing that it was a woman. And so they accuse Marina of getting this woman pregnant. And so she accepts the fault, and she then helps to raise the child. And she's cast out of the monastery. And so she lives this life, looking after this, for part of her life, looking after this child. And then when she dies, the monks are preparing her body for burial. And they realize that this monk, Marin wasn't Marin, it was Marina, that he was a she, that she'd been living all her life and accepted the blame in absolute silence. And what a beautiful story of humility and acceptance, which mirrors for me a little bit this beautiful story of Sita. Because Sita didn't try and defend herself, she knew she was innocent, she knew she was pure, and yet she accepted what was given to her. And so we arrive at the, so a quote from Guruji here. That devotion can really take you to the point where you can surrender. Without devotion, you can't surrender. Without devotion and without dedication, you can't surrender. And without humility, you can't surrender. And so we're reminded of the importance of not just silence, but how humility is at the core of this silence, how humility is at the core of this beautiful, beautiful grace of silence. And the last point that I want to look at is the point of how ignorant we are. How really we have no clue of what's going on. Because for sure, there is a backstory. For sure, there's something that we don't know. And yet, in our arrogance, in our lack of humility, in our lack of silence, in the judgments of the mind, we believe we have the full story. And so if we look at just this story itself as presented here, we also can judge Rama. We can say, he didn't defend Sita, he cast her out. Or we can judge the washerman. And yet, there are backstories. There's always a backstory that we know nothing about. And here there's two. There's two stories that sit behind here. One of them is when Sita was younger, she heard two birds talking on a tree. And the two birds were talking about the future union of Sita and Rama. And overhearing them, she caught the birds. And she said, "Tell me more." And she put them in a cage. And they told her of her future. And she says, "How do you know this?" And they said, "We heard Valmiki telling the story." And so they were repeating what they heard. And she said, "I'll keep you here until my Lord Rama comes so that I can hear the sweetness of the story until the story unfolds." And they said, "No, but we're birds. We can't live in a cage." And so she sets the male bird free but keeps the female bird in the cage. And they both curse her. And the female bird curses her that just as she is separated from her lover, that she will also be separated from Lord Rama. And the male bird, as he dives into the Ganges to die, says, "I will be reborn as a washerman." And that washerman's words will divide Sita and Rama. So there's a backstory. There's also another backstory. When Sati immolated herself in the fire, and Shiva was so distressed, so angry. And to appease his anger, Narayan knew, Bhagavan knew that he couldn't appease his anger while the body of Sita was still there, of Sati was still there. And so he cuts up the body, and we have our Shakti pits, and so he disposes of the body. And then Shiva comes, who can do such an unheartful, unloving, unthinking thing? Such a cruel thing as to dispose of the body of my beloved when it's the only thing that I had left of her. And he curses whoever got rid of the body. And then he finds out it's Lord Govinda. And then he finds out it's Lord Narayan himself, Bhagavan. And so he, this is a different part of the separation, but nonetheless, he says to Narayan, I will help you be reunited. I will come and help you reunite. I can't take back the curse, but I can help you be reunited. And so he comes as Hanuman. So there's always a story we don't know. There's always something we don't know. And we always judge with a little bit of information we have. It's like one more story before I close the satsang. And it sort of also goes back to the first point of Dharma. Because I remember traveling once with Guruji in France, and you'll recognize that Germany isn't the best place to be if you want sunshine. At least, I don't think so. And from a country like Australia, it was a bit of a blow for me to be living in Germany with so little sunshine. And so I remember we went to France, and I was traveling with him and very grateful for the sunshine that was there. And it was very dry. just how I like it, dry and hot, very beautiful. And we stop in a little village, and there's a magnolia tree there. And we stop at the magnolia tree, under the magnolia tree, and Guruji looks at this poor magnolia who's wanting water. And he says, he prays for rain, right? And so within hours, the clouds gather and it starts to rain. And for the next few days, much to my distress, there are clouds and it's raining. Because Guruji isn't interested necessarily in what's best. He's interested, of course, in what's best for us. But when he unfolds his plan, he has the whole of humanity to look at. He has the whole of creation and the whole universe in his hands. And we ask him to act for the benefit of a day of sunshine because I don't like the rain. Our perspective is so limited. Our judgment of the Satguru can be so personal. And our ability to remain silent in the mind when all these things happen is cut, right? Our mind goes active. Why did this happen to me? And so, when we look at this story of the washerman saying these words, which changed the fate of Sita and Rama, then, to go through those points again, it touches on the ideas of Dharma, where true Dharma lies, and the good of the collective, the place of doubt, because the higher the prize, the higher the cost. And so unity for a whole kingdom is a great prize. And so the cost also is very high. It also talks about acceptance and silence and humility. And also the fact that from our so limited human point of view, we have no right to pass any judgment or any opinion on what happens in our life, because we don't even know our own past. How much less can we pass judgment on anyone else, and most of all on the Sadguru. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pralada lada da. Shilatankana kalaye Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlad Ladadaine.
Prahlad Ladadaine.
Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha.
Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha.
Shilatankana Kalaye.
Shilatankana Kalaye.
Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho.
Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho.
Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho.
Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho.
Oh Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho.
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho.
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho.
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho.
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye.
Avakara Kamalare Nakamadhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshadirta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Avakara Kamala
Hare Nakamadhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavagirta Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Keshavagirta Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Narasimhadev 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 Jayo Narasimhadev Jayo Narasimhadev 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 Jayo Narasimhadev
Jayo Narasimhadev 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 Jayo Narasimhadev
Jayo Narasimhadev 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 Jayo Narasimhadev
Jayo Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jayo Prahlad Maharaj
Jayo Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jayo Prahlad Maharaj
Gurudev 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 Jayo Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Vishwananda Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev. Gurudev, Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Gurudev, Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Oh Gurudev, Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Gurudev, Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Vishwananda Gurudev,
Vishwananda, Sri Vishwananda, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev. Gajamukha Ganapati Deva, Gajamukha Ganapati Deva, Gajamukha Ganapati Deva,
Ganapati Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Gajamukha Ganapati Deva,
Gajamukha Ganapati Deva.
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Lambodara Shri Deva,
Lambodara Shri Deva.
Lambodara Shri Deva,
Lambodara Shri Deva.
O Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Charabhujam Drita Ganesha Deva,
Charabhujandrita Ganesha Deva.
O Charabhujam Drita Ganesha Deva,
Charabhujandrita Ganesha Deva.
Vigna Vinashaka Ganesha Deva,
Vigna Vinashaka Ganesha Deva.
Ekadanta Shri Deva,
Ekadanta Shri Deva.
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Deva Hi Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Deva Hi Deva, Sharanama Deva.
Gajamukha Ganapati Deva,
Gajamukha Ganapati Deva.
Gajamukha Ganapati Deva,
Gajamukha Ganapati Deva.
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva,
Ganesha Deva, Sharanama Deva
Ganesha Deva Sharanam
Ganesha Deva Sharanam Deva
Lambodara Sri Deva
Lambodara Sri Deva
Lambodara Sri Deva
Lambodara Sri Deva
Ganesha Deva Sharanam 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 Deva
Sharanam Deva Sharanam Deva
Sharanam Deva
Sharanam Deva Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Rameshwarai Shiva Rameshwarai, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya, Shiva Rameshwarai, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Om Gangadarai Shiva Gangadarai, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Gangadhara, Gangadhara, Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Gangadarai Shiva Gangadarai, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Boli, Namah Shivaya. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me,
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me,
Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala Me,
Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala Me,
Prapati Dharme Karataya, Mangala Mangala Me,
Prapati Dharme Karataya, Mangala Mangala Me,
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me
Pastitaya Mangala Mangala me Saligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala me Tridanda Darine Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala me
Tridanda Darine Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me
Rangesha Kenkaryarataya Mangala Mangala me
Rangesha Kenkaryarataya Mangala Mangala me
Mananataya Darini Daraya Mangala Mangala me
Mananataya Darina Daraya Mangala Mangala me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala me Mangala Mangala me Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janum ke Sankata Dasa Janum ke Sankata Shana me dura kare Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jo jave pala pave Dukkha binase manaka Swami dukkha binase manaka Sukha sampatti garahave Sukha sampatti garahave Kastamite tanaka Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Mata Pita Tuma Mere Sharanagahum Mem Kisaki Swami Sharanagahum Mem Kisaki Tuma Bina Ora Naduja Tuma Bina Ora Naduja Rasaka Tungen Chisaki Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Tuma Purana Paramatma Tuma Antarayami Swami Tuma Antarayami Para Brahma Parameshvara Para Brahma Parameshvara Tuma Sabake Swami Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Tuma Karuna ke Sagar Tuma Palana Karta Swami Tuma Palana Karta Medse Vakatuma Swami Medse Vakatuma Swami Kripa Karo Bharatam Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Tuma hohe kago chag sabake pranapati Swami sabake pranapati Kisa vidi milum daya maya Kisa vidi milum kripa maya Tuma gomen kumati Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Dina Bandhu Dukha Harta Tuma Rakshaka Mere Swami Tuma Rakshaka Mere Karuna Hata Badahu Karuna Hata Badahu Sharana Pada Tere Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Vishaya Vikara Mitau Papa Haru Deva Swami Papa Haru Deva Shraddha Bhakti Badahu Shraddha Prema Badahu Santana Ki Seva Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Tana mana dana sabahim tera Swami sabha kuchahim tera Swami sabha kuchahim tera Tera tujhko arpan Tera tujhko arpan Kya lage mera Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Swami Jayo Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Tumke Samkata Dasa Janum Ke Samkata Chana Medura Kare Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Mane Chakere Rakoji Gridari Lala Chakera Koji Gridari Lala Chakera Koji Gridari Lala Chakera Koji Mane Chakera Koji Gridari Lala Chakera Koji Gridari Lala Chakera Koji Gridari Lala Chakera Koji Chakirako, Chakirako, Chakirako ji. Chakirako, Chakirako, Chakirako ji. Mane Chakirako ji. Gridari lala Chakirako ji. Shama mane Chakirako ji. Gridari lala Chakirako ji. Govinda mane Chakirako ji. Gridari lala Chakirako ji. Gridari lala Chakirako ji. Gridari lala Chakirako ji. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhu cha saka tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityormamritam gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Prem se bolo Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan ki. Prem se bolo Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Narsimha Bhagavan ki. Prem se bolo Sri Radha Krishna Kanhaiya Lala ki. Prem se bolo Mahavatar Kriya Babaji ki. Prem se bolo Sri Ramanuja Acharya ki. Prem se bolo Satgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu ki. Hrim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janavarvaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Oshadasra Shasnani Samara Samara Vichor Mochai Mochai. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Dipte Jvala Pardaya Sarvadik Shubhara Humpat Paramasme Parabrahmane Paramajyotishe Swaha. Om Shanti 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 Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Sham Venkatamana Govinda, Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda, Bhaktavatsala Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Undalik Varade, Eknath Namde, Pandarnath Maharaj ki, Rukmini Maharani ki, Samasta Bhakta Mandari ki, Varam Perumanarati Ruvadikaye.